I'm here to introduce you to your job as officer of the deck. You'll arrive before 9 a.m. You'll take your keys and open the door because the door will be locked. You can get your free cup of coffee and settle in to do your job. One thing is the pay. It's very low, but the organization will buy you a nice lunch or a breakfast, your choice, and there's no charge. So, welcome to your job as OD of King Harbor Yacht Club. And here it begins. This is the OD desk. Outside, we have the parking lot where the crowds will descend from. I'll give you a quick panorama around the office here, the downstairs. These, by the way, are the flags, or the colors, which we will now post on the beginning of the responsibilities of the OD. And here in this drawer, you find an OD tag, which I have one on, various small tools and markers and whatnot. This is a device that looks interesting, and I actually recommend wearing it. It's a flashlight and a Leatherman knife, and just because you want to be prepared for any eventuality, including fighting off the barbarians at the gate. There's a nice knife there. And down here below, you can see a number of binders which contain various information. And these three binders came out of that cupboard. Here's the Officer of the Day book, which gives all the instructions that you're going to want to follow up and read. Here is the logbook, which you'll log the various activities of your service to the club and any events and maintenance items that need to be taken care of. And this is the dock sign-in book, which members as well as people from other yacht clubs would be signing. Over here is the telephone. We have electronic description of who's serving today, my name in this case, and over here is the phone by which the front gate is opened, and we'll get back to that in a little while. In the meantime, simply because it's new, I'll show you what our new splendid office looks like. It's really delightful. And our new graphics over here. This is some kind of a good club. Our elevator, the stairs up to the bottom. Recommended, blue blazer, OD button, identification. I happen to own one of these things from 5 or 10 years ago, and I think it sort of dresses up and makes the OD appear to be the representative of the entire membership that in fact the OD is. I should have added something before. This door system is generally locked, but in case the OD doesn't want to be responsible for opening the door for every single person, there is a way to override the automatic lock, and this button right here represents that mechanism. So if you push the handle, which always opens from the inside, and then while the handle is pushed this direction, you push this lever up, then the handle will stay locked up to the glass and people can open it from the outside. I'll now demonstrate, I hope. This is the phone. It does ring. I suggest that you practice turning it on and turning it off. This particular model has a line 1 button here, which will operate or answer the phone, and this is the off button over here. Again, I suggest you practice turning the phone on and off. The OD book suggests that you take this cordless phone with you when you tour the grounds so that you can. So here's how this thing actually works. Somebody's going to buzz you in and ring from the outside, and this is what you're going to see, only there'll be a car there, and he's going to say he's with the Boy Scouts or just doesn't have his key or whatever. Then you push the monitor menu, and you see this little key over here. You press this button, the key button lights, and you can't see it in the corner, but actually the arm just went up. So that's it. You're going to hit talk, monitor, menu, and the call, which is actually the key. The public is waiting here anxiously on every word.
First thing you want to do is just make sure it is unwound. Take a second, look at it.
Unwinding.
Take your face away from it. American flag first.
American. Never let the flag touch the ground. And those are called what? Snap hooks?
No, they're no, for a sailboat. Now, if you have any twists, now's the time to clear them.
Clear the twists at this point. Yeah.
And take it up. You'll see a lot of kind of wind up a little bit. You get it close to the top. Club burgee.
The club burgee.
Up she goes.
To the top.
All the way to the top, clear.
Unwound and clear.
There's no top and bottom for this.
So either corner works.
Either corner. Okay. Now this is kind of a little bit to watch on this one.
Okay.
They're going up.
Of course, you're familiar with this part of the club. The farther flung areas of the club are not so familiar. It's a good opportunity to come out and find the limits of the club. You see the fishermen out here on the rocks. These people pass through our parking lot legally to enjoy the natural beauty. You see the big wave just breaking. Here's some of the youngsters. Here's some bike. This all is part of your club. Egrets, herons, the sound of the surf, the clouds, all the reasons that we belong to the yacht club. Of course, the working yard here, the launching yard, the lifts. Not really the responsibility for the operation, but certainly if accidents happen, it becomes the responsibility of the OD to participate. So a lot of people probably have never even been out to the yard.
Hey there.
Hi.
You a favor?
Would you like a favor done?
Yes, please.
Sure. What? And some more yard. You may never have been back here. There's all kind of storage units in the back that are worth inspecting up close. You should do it. You can look inside the storage facility, look at the equipment that some ODs would never touch. You can see that this is actually a pretty big operation. The waters, the inner harbor of King Harbor. Come around here, we'll talk about the gazebo here in just a second, but some other perspective of the perimeter of our yacht club, things that the OD should look at and regard with the eye to the integrity and the security. So the story is that this gazebo was a destination of a wedding party when a fellow who was talking to me this morning said he was the OD, and he approached them and he said, "Are you members of the club?" "No." "Are you a guest of a member of the club?" "No." "Well, then you're going to have to leave." "Well, we don't want to leave." "Well, consider, our insurance doesn't protect you. It doesn't protect us if you fall. The alcoholic beverage control can take away our license, and we pay for the club and you don't. So you can't use it for nothing. If you want to use the club, you must make arrangements in advance and pay a fee. So I'm sorry, if you can't abide by this reasonable request, I will have to call the uniformed authorities." And they left with unkind words. So this is how the philosophy of the officer of the deck operates, as the direct descendant of the authority of the Commodore on the weekend. You are the first line of defense for all the membership and the interests of all the members. Yourself, every membership with the entire range of the club, not just the part you use regularly. You can look for and report worn out equipment, anything that's unkempt and needs to be cleaned up, and the general conditions. And you can put it in both the log and make an email out of it, or certainly a report to the manager of the club as to things that need to be done. B is to be a hospitable recipient of those who have an interest in the club. There's a tab in the OD book, and there's brochures and also name tags to turn into the club manager and to follow. So it's an important other job, a nice friendly part. You say you've enjoyed being here a little while. How long might that be?
Since 1956.
56. That's a long time, and
Yes,
good.
it
Well,
is.
we're happy to see you, and please keep coming back often.
We'll do that.
Okay, great. Thanks. Well, that's all there is to it. Your relief will be either 5 p.m. or when the bartender goes on duty at either 4 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. At that time, you'll be finished with your job, put away all of the paraphernalia, and know that you've served your fellow members of the club and hopefully learned something in the process. So, welcome to the process and good luck.